Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today's video is a very special follow-up video about the current community event going on, the art/cosplay competition, which, by the way, there is a cosplayer who entered in a submission. We're going to check that out here in a minute. We're going to go over the art submissions that we received. The entry period is over, but the voting period will open up about 9 hours after this video posts this morning. So go to the Discord link in the description, make sure you're voting, show your support for these artists, show Amazon, who's sponsoring this video and this event, that this community is still alive and kicking. Now, speaking of that, I do want to mention that this video is sponsored by the Amazon Appstore. This event is sponsored by them. We still, in the War of the Visions community, have a few days to take advantage of the 3% cashback offer that's going on. If you buy these like summer 2022 packs, you have until the 31st to cash that in. If you want to start playing on the Amazon Appstore version of the game, which I highly recommend if you're playing War of the Visions, there are instructions in here how to download that. And if you click my Amazon link and then click this link right here to discover all Amazon coin packs, and you make any purchases, you help support me, because some of that money comes to me instead of all going to Amazon. So I greatly appreciate any support that I receive on that front. Now, what I want to do is actually jump back into the Discord here, and we're going to go over the art submissions. I'm going to point out which ones that I'm going to be voting for, and then I want to hear about the ones that you think are the best, and let's see if we can figure out who we think is going to win this thing. So the first two submissions that we received were from Rygart right here, and he's a Jaden guy. So War of the Visions coming in strong to start things off, and this is definitely one I'm going to vote for. The only question I had on this one was, like, I had a hard time figuring out what this thing in his hand is. I believe it's like a perspective of the gun. They pointed that out to me on stream last night, and I was like, oh duh, I get it. But I really like how, like, the splash on the foreground looks really good. There's good detail on the Jaden himself, so I really enjoyed that one. And then he had another Jaden piece of artwork here that is a portrait, and like this is very high quality, very high definition. I'm going to throw Rygart 2 votes. Like, I'm going to vote for both of his pieces for sure. I think these are really good, and Summer Jaden has been a super fun unit to use, so I'm excited to give him some votes. Then G7 submitted our first Laswell piece of artwork here. This is another like high quality piece of art, very summer themed, and when we're talking about Laswell as we go through these, you're going to see the mini body types of Laswell as we go through. I think G7 stayed true here to Laswell's actual body style. Maybe he's a little skinnier than normal, but like I visualize Laswell as like a strong, skinnier dude. I think he nailed that here. So good work on that one. Now, I don't know that this one was finished. There was one submitted by Odd, and maybe I don't get the art here, or it wasn't completely like filled in, but I do think it has some funny elements to it. So if you're getting the humor that maybe I'm missing, there's an AK-47, an Apple Watch, and some bandanas in here. It looks like it's like, yo, Sasuke version of somebody fighting Riku. I don't know what that is. So, but that one, maybe I just don't get that one, but there it is. Then we've got beach volleyball buddies, Jaden and Laswell right here. Yo, okay, I get this one. I see what we're going for here. Who is this one by? This is by Fury. Oh yeah, Fury's a great friend of mine, somebody who hangs out on my Discord a lot. So Fury, good work on your art here. Very good. Then our next one, Miyuto here, submitted a piece of Laswell art. Laswell deep in contemplation right here. You can see the like shadow on one side of the face. So good work on that one. Okay, and then look, I don't think this one counts. This is an AMTF classic right here. He just took Jaden and made Summer Jaden. So this is the only, I'll call this the alternative body Jaden. I don't know what to call this one. I don't believe this can win because AMTF did not actually create any of this art except for splicing it together. But dude, if y'all know AMTF's like, he's pretty good at combining two things into one thing. And so he's continuing with his deal there. Now, Antoinette has many submissions. We're going to see several of them from her. Here's her first one. And like, I had to look at hers for a while to really appreciate it, but this is an artist that clearly has a style. Admittedly, I am not much of an art person. I'll call myself an art appreciator, but I'm not somebody who's like deep into the art scene who gets a lot lot of it, but I like there is definitely a vibe from this piece. I'm especially getting that from the face. I don't think this is how I picture how Jaden is as a person. To me, he's more of a like this looks like a very serene Jaden, or a very, maybe it's cocky. I don't know. I see the cockiness. I see some serenity. I looked at this piece for a while, both on stream and before I was recording this video. It grows on me as I look at it. I think this is a piece that I will throw a vote for. So that's something cool. Then this one, who did this one? I want to give a shout out to the artist here. This is Kurosado. What does this remind you guys of? When I look at this screams Berserk to me, like the Berserk manga. It's not exactly like that, but when I look at this piece of Laswell, I really like this. And this is this piece is going to receive a vote for me as well. Remember, when you're voting, you can vote for as many different ones of these as possible. Heck, you come in here and just show support for everybody and vote for all of them. This one will be receiving a vote from me. No color, just black and white. And even though I wouldn't say it's necessarily summer themed, I just think it's really good. So I will probably throw this one a vote. Okay, next up, we've got Ramla here. This is another one that I think I have to look at for a while to appreciate, because again, my, not art sensitivities. But what I ended up really liking about this is clearly here's a Jaden, here's a Laswell, but we have the colors battling in the middle. So good use of what looks like watercolor here to show a clash, right? And if this is a Clash of Communities event, we have War of the Visions clashing with FFBE. So I think it's on theme, and I'm going to give props for watercolor usage. That's pretty cool. So good work there. Okay, next up, where we have Rad Raptors here. This is okay, here's how I explain this one on stream. This is what I think about this piece of art right here. This, look, this is this. You've all seen the animes before, right? Where some in this case, we'll say a girl walks into a room and they think Jaden is super dreamy, and they have this fantasy of Jaden looking at him and that sparkle in his eye, He's giving him the gun fingers. He's like, hey, how are you? And they imagine Jaden just loving them like that or something. That's what I see with this one. It conveys, if that's what you were going for here, nailed it. Nailed it. I don't know if that's what you were going for, but I do think it's very well done, and that's what it conveys to me as the viewer. Okay, here's Antoinette's next piece. This is a pencil sketch of Jaden. Pretty good, right? I think this is well done. And again, when we're looking at these Jaden sketches, Laswell. When we're looking at these Laswell sketches, there is definitely this effort by the different Laswell artists to show off his musculature. Look at the abs, the pecs, the shoulders right here. We're definitely going for some more buff Laswell action right there. Okay, next up, we have Whale of a Time. This is some digital artwork right here. We've got Super Soaker Jaden, beach in the background, very anime-esque. I think this one is very good as well. Finger on the trigger. That is not gun safety. You will get yelled at in basic training if you walk around with your finger on the trigger. So, Jaden, keep that in mind. Now, he's the king, so probably no one's yelling at him. Okay, next up, we've got Hassan Art Life with this really good piece right here. It is Laswell and Jaden, clearly on theme. I like the pool noodle sword from Laswell and the Super Soaker from Jaden. In this one, too, we get to see both of their, physiques, so I appreciate that. We have yet to get to the crazy Laswell physiques, though. Those are coming shortly. Okay, next up, we've got Scardus here with a nice piece of Laswell artwork here. Especially, I thought the sword was very well done. This is one that, as you zoom in on it, you can see there's a lot of detail here. My two favorite parts of this are both the sword, and then I really like the coloring job of Laswell's jacket. I think as far as an article of clothing goes, the Laswell jacket in this piece I thought was the most well done piece of clothing that I've seen in all of them. So well done there. Now, next up, we've got one piece here from S8 or S810. It's the same piece of art. We're going to go with the more zoomed in version. And here's what I'm talking about with our Laswell muscle enthusiasts. This Laswell right here, like, look at Rain and Fina in the background. Rain is over here like man crushing on swole bro Laswell. Like, Laswell's pecs and his arms in this, the dude is jacked. He was straight injecting that stuff into his muscles before he hit the gym. He can barely contain his thighs in these shorts. Rain's mind is blown, and Fina is like, yo, Rain, I thought we were together. I didn't know you were going over there. So this is super good. I'm just going to vote for this one. I think it's great. Like, I think that one's fantastic. So good job. Okay, next up, we've got Jeff P210. This one's cool because it's a different take. Like, you get Laswell here, right? Okay, so here's Laswell, but this one focuses on like a spirit inside of the sword. I think that's really cool. Definitely nails it. Like, a very consistent art style here. I don't quite know how to describe it because, again, my like art, I don't have a degree in art. I don't even have a minor in art. Didn't take an art class in college, but I think I know what a good art when I see it. And the community art was really good. Okay. Next up, Nom My Nom Noms. This one is hilarious. So this is Tentacle Bro getting shot by Jaden, and look at this Jaden like leaning back, fading away. I don't know what the heck he's shooting out of this super soaker. Some kind of green gunk took him right in the face. And then look at the Laswell in this picture. He's got his cool man shades on. He threw a thing straight into the gut of our Tentacle Brother here. So Tentacle Brother going down to the Super Beach Duo. I think this piece is fantastic. So great job there. Okay, next up, we've got Lyneth submitting an insane Jaden piece right here. If our earlier Jaden piece was Jaden in love, this is Jaden after he just murdered everybody you know. And like, look at the like high def version of it. Like, he has blood on his face. He's got that smirk. This man just killed everybody. Just killed everybody. And it's in vision card format, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm thinking about throwing a vote that way as well. Okay, Prodapa. We've got a nice zoomed in version of Laswell right here. We'll go ahead and take a look at the full screen version of that. Holding the sword, eyes forward, ready to fight. Nice job there. Okay, next up we've got Tierline. Now, this one, I had the people on my stream explain this one to me a little bit more, because again, not being an FFBE player, I didn't even recognize all the people in this picture. But like, that's Sakura, there's a Rain, I believe that's Fina. I don't think I recognize anybody else here. So not being an FFBE player, I'm sure the FFBE people get more out of this one than me, but I do like the color scheme, very like blue tones. I think is great. Good piece of art. Okay, now here's one of Antoinette's best. Antoinette with many submissions. I thought this one was a real banger. I don't even know what to call it. It's like, okay, maybe it's because I have a baby and it's fun to put babies in like weird clothes, like onesies. But this is onesie Jaden with like reindeer onesie. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I kind of hope this one wins. I'm voting for this one. It's just great. I'll call this Baby J Jaden. Baby Jaden. Baby Jaden. Very good. Voting for that one. Okay, here is Zamelra submitting Laswell with Choco Baby, or Choco Bro. Yeah, Chicken Bro. Under a tree. He's writing some poetry. This is definitely a more serene take on Laswell. His face definitely looks like more adult, more mature, right? But very good. I think it's very well done. Good work there. Let's see. We're going to come down here. Now, cosplay time. We had a cosplay submission, and not only did we have a cosplay submission, it's a Zoom cosplay. So let's check this out. The zoom was a little bit too much, so I'll zoom back in a minute. First of all, nailed the hair. Green color here. You got the cloak. I think the cloak is very well done. I don't know how much work it took to get it in the correct Zoom pose, but good job there. Good detail here with the body piece. Look at the armor here, the lace job on the sleeves. Let's check out those boots. Very good. I am voting for this no matter what, because it's the only cosplay submission, but it's also a cosplay submission of one of my favorite units in the game, Joom, and it's a good cosplay. So, check all the boxes, vote for the cosplay thing. That's my campaign there. This was Shirokir, so still work in progress. So that's not even done. That's not even done. It's already that good. I've always been terrible at cosplaying. Okay, here's Inu35 with another piece of Laswell action. Looking to about cut somebody down with that sword right there. I just realized how long this video is. We're almost to the end, guys. So, next up, we got Flo. Now, Flo went with something that makes me feel confused on the inside. This is, I believe it is crossplay Jaden and Laswell. And, yeah, it's real good. Like, this looks like they were meant to be ladies. And they look like they're meant to be ladies. And yeah, remember how I said we get all the different body types for Laswell? Here's the last one. It's Lady Laswell and, you know, Beach Girl Jaden over here. And it's not AMTF's Beach Girl Jaden, which is Summer Killface body. It's actually like, yo, this is good. This takes a little artistic ability, I think, to change the gender of some units. So, well done there. And then we're going to end it with Ovinix. With this vision card right here. And last but certainly not least, like this is one very mean looking Laswell with Glacial in the background. This could, like, this is something that if they ran a vision card submitting contest, this would win. Now, as a member of the War of the Visions community, I am more inclined to vote for pieces that have Jaden in it, right? Because he's our guy. I'm 100% voting for this one. This is super good. Super good, and it's a fantastic way. Like, look at this face, dude. This is like Demon King Laswell vision card or something. Like, nailed it. Nailed it. That's phenomenal. So that's our submissions. This is the Discord right here. Voting, like I said, opens in about 9 hours from this video goes live. So follow the link in the description, link in the comment section pinned as well if you want to find this. And go show some love to the artists. Vote for your favorite 1, 2, 5, 10, however many you want to vote for. And let's see who wins, gets those prizes that you cannot buy in store. So I'm hoping that some of it's like some of those War of the Visions jackets, maybe some figures. I don't know. They didn't tell me. So there we go. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for being part of and supporting a super amazing community in War of the Visions and in FFBE. And I will see you all next time. Peace.